Incidentally, I do have these numbered now so that they go with a particular body. So this is the one that goes with the number 2 set. This is just above my series of cuts that I made on the table saw. Not a big deal. It's not going to be seen anyway, so I'm not worried about that. See how close I can get that doing it like that. Alright, let's see what we can do here. It's nearly complete. Nearly. Like I say, I may have to put a little bevel. Or no, I do have to take this and bevel this up. Let's get this one done here. Alright, I'm just going to use this as my sled. I've traced the outline of where it goes. I'm going to put some double stick tape on it. Get it as close to the line as I can. Tape it down. Make my cut. Okay, so far so good. It doesn't look like I'm going to have to make that cut. Let me show you here. This is sitting about like that. Make this relief cut. This would be fully down. If I did relieve that, it could come down even further, which maybe I do need to do that now that I think about it, because that's going to be like that. That could come down farther, and when I do that right there, it pushes this away. So a slight bevel on that would be good to give me more more travel distance this way. My cushions, let me grab one. they're going to be buried into this and stick out about 1/8. So yeah, I am going to need a little relief cut there. All right, this is going to be tedious at best. So what I've done here is I've got my Incra jig, and they're set up to work in 30/2 of an inch. So I took 8.5, divided it by 60/4, and ended up with 49 point something 60/4, because you have to divide this into 11 sections. I rounded up to 50 because that gives me 25/32, so I can move my jig every 32nd of an inch, which is what it's designed to do. So because I did that, I started out at 25 and moved up, and then it appears that I'm off center this way, and because I rounded up, that turned out to be true. So now what I did was I had about 20/32 here, and this was 25. Move it over, jog everything back 2.5, and I should be close. So I'm going to do each piece and make sure I've got them oriented in the right direction here. Whole side up. I'm going to drill one, replace with another one, drill it, and then so on down the line, 10 times a piece. I've got to stop here to keep this from kicking back that way, and then as added measure, I'm going to try this, but I don't think I'm going to need this, to be honest with you. Finger pressure should be good enough. You know, it can't go this way. All I'm doing here is keeping it tight to the fence and down to the table. But if you're insecure about having your finger in there, then tighten it up, and now you just drill away. So I'm going to try it with the first one, see how it turns out. It'll give me a better idea of setting my depth. And I want to have this measures, what does this measure here? About 1/2 inch? No. 7/16. I'm gonna go approximately halfway and see where that gets me. I'll drop this in there and take a look and see what I'm looking at. So here goes nothing with this first hole. So I'm centered this way, and I'm 2 to 2.5 30/2 this way. Alright, that went pretty well. Turns out I didn't need this last one. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, because I started, this was 0. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, this was 0. Alright, so I'm fine. But it ended up being pretty well centered. This direction. And then my spacing is good. And as I drill those holes, I left that drill bit, I left it in there to spin a few times to make sure I got a nice clean bottom. and held down, held the same pressure down on it. So that part is done. Nice. Very nice. All right. Drill for my screws. Yeah, probably just as easy to do this right here. Just find that dimple and run this down about 1/2 inch. Okay, I got them glued up last night, did a little sanding, ran out of space on my video card, but everything's looking good. Put them together. The spring action is good. They're a little bit different, each of them. This one completely disappears, where this one just a bit above the surface there. Well, maybe not. That one disappears too. Yeah, they do disappear. I on this end, this is where you might have. I might have to put a taper on this, the hook, because once I put the the feet in here. Let me grab a couple. I've only got about an 1/8 inch of hook exposed there, and I think I want that to be, the full 1/4. So I can change that by taking material off of the front of that piece, and I think I'll do that, but I'm not going to do it right now. What I want to do right now is finish shaping these up to get an idea of the way it feels. Alright, just got done sanding it, blended the back with the shape of the handle. I got these flushed up and then rounded over the corners as best I could here. Because this has got that little bit of a contour now, I'll have to hand sand that. Knock the edges off of the outside of these bottom pieces, not the inside. And then this needs to be hand sanded as well. So everything is brought back, or flushed up now. This I did last night, but feels much better. No more unsightly T-nut. Now I've got to make my mouth bigger. I'm going to start by taking, I wouldn't call that a full 1/16. I'm going to try and leave the line. That's good. Well, that worked out great. That's right flush with these. So with just a little down pressure, that'll be fully engaged. Beautiful. So now I'm down to the, see if I can show you this. So now you're engaged with the hook, and now you're just engaged with the bumpers. There it is, all completed, ready to go. This one I got a little carried away on the mouth. I took the same amount off, or I thought I did, but this one's just a little bit above the bumpers. But that's not a big deal because it still compresses below them when you're just using bumpers or grippers, I guess, probably be a better description. So the hook, though, when you're using the hook, you have to depress it just a little bit to engage that. But all in all, it works good. So I'm happy. I got two of them. They both are in good working order. Took care of the T-nut there. That looks nice. And looking forward to using these. Let me show you what I'm replacing with these. So out with the old, in with the new. This does both things. That this did one thing, which was push flat work, and this did the other idea with the hook. When I had small pieces or something I couldn't get really a good grip on, I'd have to use this. Now I'm looking forward to just having one push stick with the combo. So, thanks for watching.